Story 1. The Stranger at the Door. I don't know who you are or what your name is, but listen to me. If you ever hear someone in your yard trying to force their way into the building, it doesn't matter if it's your neighbor or someone you know, and they shout at you in a gruff male voice, open the door. Know that you must pack all your things and run. Run to the other end of the city, maybe to another city, or even another country. Pray to whoever you want that it doesn't reach you. Better yet, get yourself a pet, a cat, a dog, a fish, anyone. The main thing is to have an animal in your home. It can warn you. I had fish and a dog, but I failed to understand what their strange behavior meant in time. First, the dog started acting oddly. He couldn't sit still, was constantly begging to go outside. And once there, he tried to break free and bolt. My fish died as soon as the dog started losing his mind. My dog didn't calm down. He only became more frantic. He whimpered constantly, especially at night, wanting to escape the apartment and get as far away from our house as possible. On our walks, I noticed the same thing was happening to some of my neighbors' dogs. There was another oddity. Despite it being summer, the birds had vanished. They were nowhere to be found. The dog was frantic for about a week, and then his behavior took a turn. He spent all day and night on his bed, barely eating. I decided to take him to the vet, but returning home one day after work, I found my dog dead. That poor dog had lived with me for 5 years, and I was terribly saddened. I thought it was some kind of illness. That's why he had been acting so strange. I felt so guilty. Every animal that could leave had fled our yard. It felt like some evil was closing in on all of us. 2 days later, at night, I woke up to a crash and a shout. Open the door. I thought, great, someone forgot their keys again. I tried to calm myself down, telling myself there was nothing mystical about it. In the pre-dawn hours, I woke up thirsty and went to the kitchen. Living on the first floor with the windows open, I could hear almost everything happening outside. A noise caught my attention, and I peeked through the curtains. I saw police officers at the neighboring entrance, questioning people in robes and slippers. The door to one of the apartments had been smashed in. 3 days later, I was woken up at night again, this time by the intercom. Cursing everything, I went to the receiver. Yes, I said sleepily. Sorry to wake you, a low male voice began, but I lost my keys to the entrance. Please. I didn't listen to the rest and hung up. Who knows who might be trying to get into our building? The ringing started again immediately, so I had to mute it to get some sleep. Just as I got back into bed, I heard from the street, open the door. Now, the visitor was banging on my entrance. I immediately connected the facts and realized how this night might end for me if I let him in. A wave of fear sent shivers down my spine. I tried to reassure myself that my front door was too strong to break down, so even if someone let this madman into the building, he couldn't get to me. The shouting continued, accompanied by heavy pounding on the door. I didn't understand why no one else came out to chase him away. For 10 minutes, I lay in bed with the covers over my head, wishing this maniac would go away. Suddenly, a terrifying thought struck me. What if the thing trying to get in wasn't human at all? No single person would have the strength to break down those doors. Whatever was trying to get into the building then knocked on my window and spoke to me. It was terrifying, as if some super-intelligent monster had calmly entered the apartment. "Hey, are you sleeping?" a deep bass voice asked. "I know you're lying there, wrapped in your blanket, hoping I won't get you. You're wrong. If I can't get in this way, I'll find another. So let me in. Don't make life harder for both of us." I tried to plug my ears so I wouldn't hear that voice. There was something indescribably horrific about him speaking directly to me. I didn't sleep again that night. Over the last month, I've changed where I live several times, staying with friends, with relatives, and I never stay anywhere for more than a week. I don't know what it is or why it wants me specifically. Now that you've read my story, I hope you'll know what to do when all the animals vanish from your home and you hear a shout in the night demanding you open the door. Story 2. The surprise calls. For several days now, I've been troubled by strange phone calls. When I answer, I hear my own voice, quiet, clear, distinct, and a bit mechanical. It started when I came home and found 2 missed calls and 1 voice message left from the same number. I listened to it. It was a brief message saying that a surprise awaits me. When I tried to call the sender back, the operator said the subscriber was unavailable. A day later, I found several more missed calls from the same number. I dialed it immediately, and this time it rang. A girl picked up and said she had never called me. I believed her. The voice that left the message didn't belong to her. 2 days passed, and I had started to forget about it, but it reminded me of itself. A call. I picked up and heard that familiar phrase, "A surprise awaits you." This time, I recognized the caller's voice. I could swear it was my voice, my own. You understand how scared I was? It's so eerie and terrifying. I've lost track of time. Something is wrong with it. The calls continue. I can't stop myself from answering. Every time, my voice tells me there will be a surprise. Sometimes the intonation changes, but the words stay the same. I tried to tell my family about it, but when they tried to call that strange number, the operator always said the number was not in service or didn't exist. Who are they? What do they want from me? I find myself waiting for that call for days on end, repeating in the silence, "A surprise awaits you, a surprise awaits you, a surprise awaits me." Story 3, The Lights in the Sky. There was an interesting incident in my life, or maybe a dream, I don't know yet. I was vacationing at the Dacha country house with my friends. We were sitting by the campfire as usual in the evening, but the weather turned bad and the wind picked up. About an hour passed before we realized it was time to go home. We started packing up. It was about 2 a.m. Suddenly the wind died down, and a hum filled the air as if a plane were flying past. I looked up. What I saw looked like a parade of flying craft. Only one thought was in my head. We are looking at them now, but tomorrow we'll think we just dreamed it. I opened my eyes, and I was in my room at the dacha. No one except me remembers anything, including how we got home last night. Even my parents were puzzled. They don't know how we returned because no one opened the door for me, even though the gates were locked tight.